What if I told you that in 2025, Escort service revenues increased by 300%, while dating app subscriptions are on the first ever decline? Why successful, intelligent men are choosing to pay for intimacy rather than date? Today, I'm gonna show you the dark psychological truth behind this trend and how it might be rewiring your brain in the ways you've never expected. Before we dive into this controversial topic, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to join our community of men who aren't afraid to explore deeper truths about modern dating. Let's start with a fundamental fact. Every human interaction, especially with the opposite sex, is about fulfilling our needs. In the simpler times, these needs were very straightforward: intimacy, security, and understanding. But today, the worlds of femininity and masculinity became so complex that finding genuine connection feels like solving Rubik's Cube blindfolded. This is why more and more men are paying for escorts. Think about it. Even meeting most basic needs like physical intimacy has become increasingly complicated. Dating apps promise connection but deliver endless swiping. Real-life dating requires navigating the maze of social expectations. So, paying for intimacy starts to look like a logical solution. On the surface, it seems perfect. No games, no rejection, no emotional investment. Just straightforward fulfillment of your needs. But here is where it gets interesting and concerning. Before I show you the shocking way this choice affects your brain chemistry, I want to offer something valuable. I'm currently taking a limited number of clients for my personalized strategy sessions. If you're struggling to find this perfect partner, click the WhatsApp link in the description and text "more info". Let's talk about how to get genuine connections for you in this complicated dating world. Now, let me show you what's really happening in your brain during these transactions. Every time you hire an escort, your brain releases a flood of dopamine, the same neurotransmitter involved in drug addiction. It gives you the feeling of euphoria of winning. But here is a dark side nobody's talking about. Our brains are not designed for this type of continuous instant gratification. But there is an even bigger problem. When your brain is flooded with dopamine, it loses its ability to produce serotonin, a neurotransmitter responsible for happiness and contentment. So you are literally trading your ability to feel lasting joy for short-term pleasure. Think of your brain like a forest. Every time you do something, you create a path through that forest. The more you use that path, the wider and easier to travel it becomes. That's how neural pathways work. When you consistently choose the easy path of paid companionship, you're building a super highway to instant gratification. Meanwhile, the more complex pathways needed for real connection, such as emotional intelligence, curiosity, understanding, start to disappear. Your brain literally deletes everything you're not using. Let me tell you about the client I worked with. A successful executive who surrounded himself with escorts for years. He came to me because despite his success, his attempts to build relationships all failed. Why? Because his brain got so wired for instant gratification that he'd lost an ability to build emotional connection. The complexity of real relationships just became too much for him. If any of this resonates with you, don't wait until your brain rewires itself for isolation. I'm offering a private coaching session to help men rebuild their capacity for real connection. Click the WhatsApp link in the description. I have just 2 spots left this month. Remember, real intimacy is not just about physical pleasure. It's about building relationship skills and emotional intelligence that make you capable of true, lasting relationships. The choice you make today will literally reshape your brain for tomorrow. I'll see you in the next video.